Hello and welcome to the EduLect. This video is a part of lecture series on the topic called number system. In the last video, we learned about subtopic that is types of numbers. In this video, we will continue the next subtopic that is properties of numbers. When we perform arithmetic operations on numbers, we find that numbers follow some properties. These properties are closure property, commutative property, associative property, distribution property, identity element property and inverse element property. But first let's understand what is property. A property is a certain rule. Means all the above properties are certain rule. But what exactly those rules are, that we will see next in this video when we will learn about these properties individually. So properties are certain rule that holds if it is true for all the elements of a set under the given arithmetic operation, and properties does not hold if there is at least one pair of elements that do not follow the property under the given arithmetic operation. It means if you are checking for a property, let's say associative property, under the addition arithmetic operation for set S, then property must be true for all the elements of set S. If we find any pair of elements which do not follow the property, then we will say that property does not hold for set S under the addition operation. So to understand the property with more clarity, let's start with our first property, that is closure property. As per the closure property, it says that if you are given a set S having element A, B, C and you are performing an operation, it can be addition, subtraction, multiplication or division on the two elements A and B such that A operation B and gets a result C which belongs to set S. Means the result C is of same type as A and B, then we say that set S is closed under the operation OP. Let's understand what I said with an actual number set, that is natural number. Natural numbers are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to infinity, and the arithmetic operation that we will perform is addition. So if we perform addition of two elements of natural number, we get 2 plus 3 equal to 5 which belongs to natural number. 9 plus 10 equal to 19, it belongs to natural number. 50 plus 90 equal to 140, it also belongs to natural number. Let's try for another operation, that is multiplication. Here 2 into 3 equal to 6, it again belongs to natural number. 9 into 10 is equal to 90, it again belongs to natural number. Then 50 into 90 equal to 4500 and it again belongs to natural number. So we find that all the elements of the natural number set is following the closure property. Means the result like 5, 19, 140 all belongs to natural number in case of addition, as well as in case of multiplication 6, 90, 4500 all belongs to natural number under the addition as well as the multiplication operation. So we will say that natural number is closed under addition and multiplication operation. Or in other words, we can also say that the closure property holds for the natural number under the addition as well as the multiplication operation. Let's check for the next arithmetic operation, that is subtraction. If we subtract 2 from 3, we get 1 and it belongs to natural number. If you subtract 2 from 4, you will get 2 and it belongs to natural number. If you subtract 50 from 100, you get 50 and it again belongs to natural number. But when you subtract 3 from 2, you will get -1. When you subtract 4 from 2, you will get -2 and this do not belongs to natural number. Similarly, if you subtract 100 from 50, you will get -50 and it do not belongs to natural number. Let's try another operation, that is division. So when you divide 4 by 2, you will get 2. It belongs to natural number. But when you will divide 2 by 4, you will get 0.5, which do not belongs to natural number. So we find that some element of natural number set are following the closure property, but there are many pair of elements of natural number set which are not following the closure property under the subtraction and division operation. So we will conclude that natural number is not closed under subtraction and division. You can similarly try for other set of numbers like whole number, integer number and real number. Let's see the next property, that is commutative property. But before that, let's know the word commute. Commute means move from one place to another. So as per the commutative property, it says that if you are given a set S having element A, B and you are performing an operation, it can be addition, subtraction, multiplication or division on the elements A and B. And it gives a result, let's say X. And this result X is same as when you perform operation on elements A and B, such as B operation A. Means you commuted the elements from their location to each other's location. Means you moved the element A to B's location and B to A's location, or in simple word, you swap the position of A and B. Then we say that operation OP is commutative for set S. Again, let's take an actual number set, that is natural number, and the arithmetic operation as addition. So the operation we will perform that 10 plus 5 we get 15. And now swap the location of the numbers such as 5 plus 10 we get again 15. Here in both the cases results are same. Let's take another example. 5 plus 3 equal to 8 and 3 plus 5 equal to 8. Again result is same. Let's take second operation, that is multiplication. Here 10 into 5 equal to 50, and if we swap the numbers location we will get C 5 into 10 equal to 50. Result are same. Another example is 5 into 3 equal to 15 and swap the location, 3 into 5 equal to 15. Result are same. So we found that all the elements of natural number set is following the commutative property under the addition and multiplication operation. So we will say that addition and multiplication operation is commutative for natural number. Let's check for the another operation, that is subtraction. When you subtract 5 from 10, you will get 5. And when you subtract 10 from 5, you will get minus 5. Here we swap the location. And we found that result are not same. Similarly, if you subtract 15 from 20, you will get 5. And when you subtract 20 from 50, you will get minus 5, and the result will not be same. Let's check for another operation, that is division. When we divide 10 by 5, we get 2, but when we divide 5 by 10, we get 0.5. Here also result are not same. So we will say that subtraction and division operation is not commutative for natural number. Similarly, you can try for other sets of numbers like whole number, integer number, real number, etc. to check whether the commutative property holds or not under the operation like addition, subtraction, multiplication or division. Let's see the next property, that is associative property. But before that, let's know the meaning of associate word. In mathematics, the word associate means group the numbers. So as per the associative property, if you are given a set S having element A, B, C, and you are performing an operation, it can be addition, subtraction, multiplication or division on the elements A, B and C, such that in the first case you are grouping the elements B and C, and then performing the operation, and in the second case you are grouping the elements A and B and then performing the operation, and in both the cases if you get the same result, then we say that operation OP is associative for set S. Here again take an actual number set, that is natural number set, and an arithmetic operation, that is addition, to understand the property. So you are given to add 2 plus 3 plus 4, and first case you are grouping number 3 and 4 and then performing the operation, you will get 2 plus 7, that will equal to 9, and in second case you are grouping the number 3 and 2 and then performing the operation, you will get 5 plus 4 equal to 9. In both the cases the result is same. Let's see the next operation, that is multiplication. Here you are multiplying 2 into 3 into 4, and in first case you group B and C, that is 3 and 4, and you get the result as 2 into 12 equal to 24, and in second case you group the A and B, that is 2 and 3, and then you did the multiplication, then you will get 6 into 4, that equal to 24. Here also both the result are same. So we found that the elements of natural number set is following the associative property under the addition and multiplication. So we will say that addition and multiplication is associative for natural number. Let's check for the next operation, that is subtraction. So you are subtracting 3 from 2 and then you are subtracting 4 from the result. So in the first case you grouped B and C, that is 3 and 4, so you will get result as 2 minus 1, that is 2 plus 1, that is equal to 3. And in second case you grouped A and B, that is 2 minus 3, and then you perform the subtraction of C from the resultant, then you will get minus 1 minus 4, that is minus 5. So here you found that results are not same. Let's see the next operation, that is division. Here you are asked to divide 8 by 4 and then divide the resultant by 2. So in the first case you did grouping of B and C, that is 4 and 2. So it will be 8 divided by 2, which will be equal to 4. And in second case you did grouping of A and B, that is 8 and 4, and then you divided by C, that is the result you will get is 2 divided by 2 equal to 1. Here also the result are not same. So we will say that subtraction and division operation is not associative for natural numbers. Similarly, you can try for the other sets of number like whole number integer number, real number, etc. to check the associative property for different operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Let's see the next property, that is distributive property. It is also known as multiplication over distribution property. But before that, let's understand the word distribute. So the distribute means to divide something or give a share or part of something. So as per the distributive property, it says that if you are given a set S having element A, B, C and you are performing operation OP on element B and element C, but at the same time you need to distribute element A to B and C, then this expression can be written as A into B operation A into C. Means first you distribute A to B and C, then perform the operation OP. And if result of both the expression is same, then we say that multiplication is distributive over operation OP for set S. The operation can be addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So let's understand this property by taking a number set that is natural number and we will perform the arithmetic operation. You need to perform operation addition on 3 and 4, but at the same time you also need to distribute 2 to them. So the result of expression is 2 into 7, that is 14. But in another format the expression can be written as 2 into 3 plus 2 into 4, and this will give us 6 plus 8 and that will be solved to 14. Here we find that both the expression giving the same result. So we will say that multiplication is distributive over addition for natural number. Let's try for the next operation, that is subtraction. Again you need to subtract 4 from 3, but you also need to distribute 2 to them. So this can be solved as 2 into minus 1, which you will get minus 2, and in the second form of the expression you can write it as 2 into 3 minus 2 into 4, and here you will get 6 minus 8, that equal to minus 2. So here also the result of both the expression is same. So here we will say that multiplication is distributive over subtraction for natural number. Let's see the next operation, that is multiplication. Here again you need to multiply 3 into 4, but also you need to distribute 2 to them. So you will get the result as 2 into 12, that will be equal to 24. And in the second form of the expression you can write it as 2 into 3 and then perform the operation multiplication on 2 into 4 and 2 into 3, then you will get result as 6 into 8, that is equal to 48, and this is not same. So we will say that multiplication is not distributive over multiplication for natural number. Let's see the next operation, that is division. So you need to divide 3 by 4, but at the same time you also need to distribute 2 to them. So this expression can be written as 2 into 3 by 4, and it can be solved as 3 by 2 equal to 1.5, and in the another form we can write it 2 into 3 and this should be divided by 2 into 4. So we find that 6 division 8, that equal to 3 upon 4, that is equal to 0.75, and here we find that result is not same. Multiplication is not distributive over division for natural number. Similarly, you can try for other set of numbers like whole number, integer number, real number to check whether the multiplication is distributive over operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication and division or not. An important point to be noted that this property makes the calculation under certain operation very simple. Let's take an example to understand this. So you need to multiply 4 into 50 plus 3. Then you will do 4 into 53 and you will get 212. But solving this operation takes little mind work. So what we will do, we will distribute 4 to 50 and 3 and then we will solve the expression. So 4 into 50 will be 200 plus 4 into 3 will be 12 and then we will get 212. So you can see solving this expression is easier than solving 4 into 53. Let's see the next property, that is identity property. As per the identity property, it says that if you are given a number, it can be any number, whole number, natural number, integer or real number, and you add 0 to it, then the result will be the number itself always. Similarly, if you multiply the number by 1, the result will be the number itself. So 0 is called an identity for addition of a number or additive identity for a number. Similarly, 1 is the identity for multiplication of a number or multiplicative identity for a number, because you always get the same number. Let's see the next property, that is inverse element property. It says that if you are given a number p by q and another number minus p by q where q is not equal to 0 and perform addition operation, then you will get the result as 0. So that's why they are called additive inverse of each other. Means number p by q and number minus p upon q are called the additive inverse of each other. Similarly, if you are given a number p upon q and another number q upon p where p comma q is not equal to 0 and you perform multiplication operation, then the result you will get is 1. That's why they are called multiplicative inverse of each other. Means p by q and q upon p are called multiplicative inverse of each other.